What is going on, guys? No Jules, just Sod here, because today I have a video that I just wanted to sit down alone and talk to you guys and just talk to the camera by myself and just tell you guys my story and who I am and just my life, because I feel like I haven't been able to do that. And I'm finally standing up for myself, and I'm finally coming out. I'm actually finally coming out, and I didn't think this time or this actually would happen, because I've just been scared of what other people would say, and I'm scared of family and people and just social media. I've always been scared of what they had to say. Before I say anything else, I just want to say I am the same person I was yesterday. I am going to be the same person tomorrow. I'm still the same person, and I'm just going to be a lot happier after this video comes out and I give you guys my truth on who I am, because I feel like I've been hiding in the shadows for a very long time because I've been scared and I've been semi-living a life that I didn't want to, because I'm scared of what other people would say, and I'm tired of living for other people. My name is Sod. I am transgender. I am F to M, which is female to male, if you don't know. And I have been wanting to say this for the longest time, but like I said, I've been scared of what other people will say or have to say, but I'm done with it. I'm not gonna let other people control my life anymore. Hopefully this video can help others and let you know that you're not alone. And yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna give my story and how I knew and just everything that has been going on. Okay, so let's start off when I was younger. Obviously, I was wearing girly clothes and stuff like that, but I always wanted to wear t-shirts or like khakis or like shorts, or I've always wanted to play with the boy toys. I never cared for the dolls, never cared for stuff like that. Like, I just always felt like different, and I never knew what it was, but I've always felt different. Like, when I grew up, like, I would be playing with the boys. Like, I would not go and play with, like, the girls or anything like that. Like, I would want to go and, like, I know, like, anybody can go and play basketball, but I felt like one of the boys. Like, I felt good. Like, I felt like them. But when I was younger, like I said, I just always felt different. Always wanted the boy stuff. And I'm not saying just because you like boy stuff that means you're trans. Like, that does not mean anything, but to me, it felt different. Fast forwarding into middle school, it's funny to think about because now my hair is short, but I did have a ponytail at one point in my life, and I used to take the ponytail and flip it up and put a beanie on in my room and wear it like that. I've literally only told Julia this. Like, that is the only person that knows that I have done this, and I used to take pictures like that, and I used to be like, I like this. I like how this looks. And I always wanted to cut my hair. I always wanted to do it, but I wasn't allowed to. I wasn't allowed to cut my hair short. Fast forwarding into high school, that's when I started dating. I know that this is going to be even weird for me to say, but this is just my truth. This is how I felt. This is what happened to me. And I'm just being honest with you guys. So dating a male, to me, it never felt right. I didn't know about the LGBT community until around my sophomore year, where I actually got to cut my hair, but not all the way. I got to buzz the back, and listen, I touched it and felt my hair like that, and I was like, I want my whole head like this. Like, I wanted my hair like that. I would never tell anybody this because I thought I was weird. I didn't know that other people were going through stuff like this. In high school, I was getting uncomfortable with the word she and the pronoun she. I felt like that wasn't me. I've always felt awkward when they said, or anybody even said, she to me. And to this day, and this is going to even sound crazier, but to this day, some people in my life still say she, or they slip up and say she, and it gives me a pit in my stomach, and it makes me so uncomfortable, and I can't stand it. And all the years of me feeling uncomfortable when people call me she, or if I was told to wear a dress, or if I was told to wear something girly, or my jeans were too tight on my legs, or I had to wear something that you could see my chest with, I didn't know that was body dysphoria. I didn't know that that's why I felt that way, and why I didn't like how I looked, and why I didn't like the way I sounded, or the way I just didn't like myself. Going into high school, I did come out as gay. Now, this felt a little bit better coming out as gay because I'm attracted to girls, obviously. But it didn't completely feel right. In high school, I started to wear shirts that were baggier, or pants, and it felt comfortable, but I still didn't feel right. Like, yes, I was dating people, but it still never completely felt right, and to hear the word she coming out of people's mouth never felt right. I've always been uncomfortable with it. Like, from the time I can literally remember, I've just been uncomfortable, but I didn't know. Like, I knew what LGBT was, but I feel like in my high school at the time, like, when you were in, like, 2013, I didn't know really what LGBT was. I knew what lesbian, gay, and bi were, but I never thought to think, like, what is the T? I never knew about it until I downloaded this app called Musical.ly. I found out what the word transgender meant. I found a transgender community. I googled it, I did my research, I watched YouTubers, I followed people, and I wanted to know more about this because I didn't know that there was a thing that you could literally be trans. I didn't know that was a thing. I started doing my research, and I realized that I was trans. I was transgender, and I felt good. I felt comfortable. I was like, okay, this is it. Like, this is exactly what I am. So I would message people that were also transgender, and I would ask them and ask them how they knew and what their story was and stuff like that, and it all just started clicking, and I started feeling comfortable, and I started feeling good about myself, and that is when I realized this is who I am. But I've always been scared to tell my family, to tell my friends, to just tell anybody. I came out once, and now I'm gonna come out twice. So it was just a lot for me. We don't say he, she, we don't say any of that. We just say sod. Because that was so much better than hearing she in a video that I do not identify as that. I do not identify as that, and that would happen, and I would just be